Greetings, fellow adventurers, and welcome to Hazards and Hijinks, the live-action fantasy role-playing improv comedy show. My name is Hero Carlisle, and I am your dungeon master tonight. Thank you so much for joining us this Friday on YouTube or Twitch. We know you could be anywhere in the world, and we are so very happy you are here with us. If this is your first time, welcome to the adventure. Welcome to the wonderful land of Improvia. You have quite the journey ahead of you. If you are returning, sharpen your blades, ready your wands, and grab your shield. We are about to embark on another madcap adventure tonight, built by you. That's right, that's what we do here at Hazards and Hijinks. We gather together the best comedians and role players that I personally know, and we go to our social media accounts and ask you, our adoring fans, a couple simple questions to build the most insane and random adventure possible to thrust at our heroes to see if they have the mustard and the mettle to overcome and accomplish. And tonight, ooh, do we have a challenge for them. By an overwhelming number, we asked you, what quest will our heroes go on? And you picked a race quest. So our heroes will be competing against another team, chasing them down, running neck to neck to see who will cross that line first and be declared the winner. If they win, they will achieve another level, earning them that much closer to getting a level, making them stronger, and all things more awesome in the world of Improvia. But not just that, we asked you, what monster would you like to see tonight that our heroes will encounter, challenge, and potentially defeat? And in a rare moment, a 50-50 split by overwhelming numbers. I could not believe how many people voted, but it came down to a 50-50 split. And as you know, when we have a 50-50 tie, that means we combine both of the monsters into a single monster. So this week, our heroes will be challenging a cabal of Mind Flayer Warlocks. That's right, a cabal of Mind Flayer Warlocks. That just sounds silly nuts, and that's what they're going to have to fight. It's going to be a lot of fun. What's going to happen? We're going to find out together. Now's the time where I introduce my friends, your victims, and our adventurers for tonight. Starting off with everyone's favorite bookworm. Put your hands together for Brenan Dwyer as Nan Gutblortcher, the Dwarf Monk.
Hero, ask me how many race quests I've lost.
How many race quests have you lost?
Nan.
Oh! Ba, 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 ba! That was good.
Thank you.
Good. All right, up next, we have everyone's favorite shell-shocked horror. Put your hands together for Robert the Chocolate Bear Heger as Sunny the Tortle Warlock.
Death will never stop me.
Oh, and finally, everyone's favorite new pincushion. Put your hands together for Coleman Summers as Albie the Wizard, the Human Wizard.
Greetings, travelers. How's your mom doing?
Are you asking the travelers or me?
Oh, she's dead.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. That's not a painful memory for the dungeon master to go through. That doesn't, the whole family isn't dealing with that.
Make a note of.
Yeah, an excellent start to the show. Just reminding me of the time my dear, dear sweet mother was collapsed.
Like a ladder, just put it back
in
up.
a dungeon. In my first dungeon. All right, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get this show started. And we are going to start, as we always do, with a hearty huzzah. You can join us at home if you'd like to. Please do. It's a lot of fun. 3, 2, 1, huzzah! All right, let's start with Nan and Sunny. When last we left Nan and Sunny, they found themselves in the temple of the Meginjord. Simon, the Ironborn mercenary, had just retrieved the Meginjord, only to have his arm ripped from its socket and the Meginjord fly into the sky. Archimedes, the rat folk Templar, leaped into the air to grab onto the ascending Meginjord, grabbing onto it and flying likewise out of the temple into regions unknown. Simon, fulfilling his command to destroy the temple, began to activate his core reactor and cause a meltdown reaction. Nan quickly grabbed the unconscious body of Sunny, who had fallen to the golem sentries that had manned the temple of the Meginjord, and made her way out of the temple as it collapsed around her. The temperature increased exponentially with every step as the core reactor of Simon's mechanical body continued to radiate fell energy. Nan turned and twisted, trying to remember a way out, but it seemed like every turn she made, the temple itself was contorting to keep her within. Nan, you saw the exit. You see the exit before you as several golems step forth out of the stonework. Stop, stop, you shall not leave.
Okay, that's interesting. Did you guys know this place is gonna blow up real fast? Like maybe if we all get out of here, we can all like fight outside or something?
Are you attempting to persuade them?
You know, not really.
Okay.
I think I'm just I'm getting kind of a heat stroke situation, and I'm just trying to figure out like what my options are. You know, I've got a big old tortoise on my back, and I'm feeling the strain. So.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, no.
The golems look at each other. Your deduction is irrelevant. Our purpose is only to protect. We have no concept of self-preservation. Destroy! They begin marching towards you as the door of the temple begins to close.
Okay, it's time for Plan B. Sunny, I hope you like undying, all-powerful, but very kindly people. I am going to call upon my friend, the kindly lich, by saying, read them books.
Oh. Just then the gold collapse on top of you as you fade out of reality. A powerful magic pulls you and Sunny to parts unknown, to the top of Mount Death, to the hidden location of the library of the kindly lich. You find yourself in a long corridor of books. Sitting before you, cross-legged, reading a very voluminous tome, is the lich of the library itself. Oh, what? Hello.
Hi.
You startled me.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to like. Is there a doorbell next time, or I mean, is there some way I can warn you that I'm gonna come?
No. This is how it just startles me.
That's so great. It's so good to see you. What you reading?
This is Mating Habits of Manticore.
Oh, I read that. Chapter 12 is really good.
Oh. Might be too saucy for. By the way, I don't mean to alarm you, but you're putting off an awful lot of radiation. Were you aware of that?
No, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Wow. I think probably my buddy here is also, he's experienced a lot. We probably both need a little bit of healing. So hope you don't mind. I'm just going to perform a quick heal check on my friend Sunny here.
No, I mean, by all means.
Okay.
Carry on. He
Okay.
goes back to his reading. All right. So you would like to perform a medicine check to stabilize Sunny?
Yes, please. Thank you.
All right, let's stabilize Sunny. This medicine check to stabilize Sunny is going to be a 50-50 shot, so let's set it at 10. We're going to roll a d20, a 10 or better. That's a 10, yes! You successfully begin to revive him, placing your hands upon him, hitting a few pressure points that you learned at the monastery. Sunny gasps and comes to consciousness.
Hey, don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. This is a good lich. Everything's fine.
Hello! I'm an undead monstrosity, but through a convoluted series of events, I had a change of non-heart.
Or could you call it a Nan heart?
Oh, you with your puns!
They're all Nan puns.
They're all Nan puns.
Well, I'm fine with liches. It's it's one of those things.
Oh, well, wonderful.
It's just another career path.
Well, that's good. What are you going to do about the radiation? Because it is going to kill you. So that should be something you should worry about.
Yeah. Sunny, do you know how to stop radiating?
I try that, but people just come towards me naturally. So
You're very charismatic.
yeah.
No.
No. Wait, we're radiating?
Yeah.
Both of you pass out.
Great.
Well, I guess I'll solve the problem. And so we fade back. The next day, Albie awakens. Wounds puncture his chest, where the daggers thrown by Deck had also punctured his chest, but now have been bandaged. He finds himself laying on the floor of the Broken Tankard Tavern. Beside him lies the unconscious body of Tusk. His large Olymphantian frame breathes heavily. It is good to see that he is alive, but he is definitely unconscious at the moment. Several other figures appear to be in similar situations of unconscious state or states of recovery. Albie, you sit up and look around getting your bearings. You see a few other people tending to the injured, and you see the tavern master, as he is always behind the bar, cleaning a tankard.
Hey. What's going on here, huh?
Well, I just lost 5 gold.
You lost 5 gold?
Yeah, just lost 5 gold.
I meant more with why what's going on with everyone on the ground?
Well, this is one of the only buildings still standing, so we've kind of turned it into a makeshift hospice.
Right.
For the grievously injured. If they survive, we move them from here to another location.
What's the other location? I think that's my next destination.
All right, then.
Well, no, do you think I should stick around? Is there anything I can do here?
Are you a healer?
Not particularly, but if you're having any issues with advertising the place, I could maybe come up with a jingle.
I want to indulge you because I actually enjoy your sense of humor, but I've had a really rough day. What with everyone dying and the giant monster.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. And the chimera bursting through the building earlier.
So no jingle?
Let's put a pin in it,
Okay.
I'd love to hear it after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep that in the back of my noggin. Okay?
All right.
This is my quest. I take this quest from you. The jingle quest.
You're taking quests.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, occasionally.
Jingle quest. Jingle all the way.
Mm-hmm.
While we're at it, do you know what happened in the Meginjord?
The who do I?
Do you know what happened to the Meginjord?
The Meginjord.
The Meginjord, it's a big stone hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see it?
I've been unconscious, so I've seen a lot of things going on in here, you know, but I don't know if any of those are the mamamamo.
Okay. Did you fight skin deep? Were you part of the group that fought the big demon?
The fighting might be a strong word for it, but I certainly was present.
Okay. All right. You're a wizard, right?
Yeah. I've been known to dabble in the wizardly arts, but you know, I'm more than just one thing.
Are you the one that drinks paint or the one that thinks you're a writer?
I mean, those two things aren't mutually exclusive, are they?
Oh God, you're the one that thinks you're a writer.
Yeah. Well, I am a writer.
All right.
You need me to prove it to you? I've got some tasty words here.
No, I've already got you working on the jingle.
Right.
I'm very excited about the jingle.
Okay. I feel like it's about time for me to leave here then. This is getting kind of awkward. I think I'm gonna go take a little walk around town, see what's up, see who's about, you know?
Well, I'll save you a bit of time. Nobody. You're it at the moment. Everybody else is dead or missing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know where any of the missing people are?
Well, then they wouldn't be missing. They would be elsewhere
Well,
occupied.
it'd save me some time in finding them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're not exactly out of the woods here, kid.
Okay.
So what I need from you as a magic user is I need you to go find 2 other magic users. Right?
Do you use magic?
No, I'm a tavern master. I'm retired. I was an adventurer, but I'm retired.
Okay.
No.
So just any two magic users?
They have to be competent enough to cast a 5th level spell each.
I think I can do that. Two quests for the price of 3, since this is kind of difficult, okay? What's my compensation here, big boy?
Stopping the apocalypse.
It's gonna happen anyway.
I mean, eventually, but do you want it to happen in your lifetime?
No.
Yeah, me neither. So go find the 2 magic users.
Okay, I'll do it.
I'll take care of your elephant friend. When he wakes up, I'll see if he can go find the Meginjord and we can.
Yeah. If he doesn't wake up, I think that'll work for dinner, no?
Are you seriously talking about eating your friend?
Yeah, I mean, do we have anything else? This isn't important, okay? I'm gonna go look for some magic users.
Hold on, just one sec.
Yeah.
He reaches into his vest and pulls out a small miniature doll shaped like you. Achoo!
Hey, whoa.
You have been cursed, Albie. This is the curse of Deanna. You must speak in rhyme. Every time you fail to speak in rhyme, all the time you must speak in rhyme. By the bell or by the chime. If you fail, 2 hit points you shall take. You shall end when laugh you make me.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. I don't have to rhyme. I don't have to do it. You do.
I don't want my hit points you to take. I promise I will not make that mistake.
Aha! Well,
great.
Yeah, that's what you get for. Like there was that. Eating your friend, I swear. Why, oh my, why couldn't have been?
You just laughed, did you not? So the rhymes I can stop?
No, you have to make the voice in the sky laugh, not me. I already said I find you amusing. I'm an easy target.
Verily I say that is fucked up. I'm not so good at this rhyming stuff.
That's a slant rhyme. Take 2 points of damage.
Hey, whoa.
It's a bolt of lightning strikes you.
Ouchie.
Ouchie indeed. And so you have been given your task, Albie. You must find 2 spellcasters. How would you like to set about this quest?
Okay, so my first plan of action that I will take is to go for a walk around the nearest lake.
Very well. You make your way to the eastern part of town, where the town is situated next to River Kraken, the massive river that flows north to south through Improvia. You follow this river for several hours until it diverges, and you make your way towards Lake Bloodgorge. You arrive at Lake Bloodgorge. It is a moderately sized lake. It would take you about 3 hours to walk all the way around it. The lake itself, from the lake, you can see the peaks of the mountain terrain.
Is there anyone around here that I can see? No one would want to be alone with one such as me.
Yes, there are a group of fishermen. There are a group of fishermen at the shore of the lake setting up rods and other fishing equipment. As I was trying to say, you see the craggy peaks of the mountains of death looming over the lake.
Hello, fishermen. Any magic users did you find? I'd like my journey to end here and not on those peaks, unkind.
Are you right, man?
Does there happen to be a problem with that? If you don't like the rhymes, you're not much of a cool cat.
Did he just call me a cat? Well, Raymond, I think he did. I think he did, Chuck. I think that guy just walked up to us, total strangers, started rhyming at us. I called you a cat. Do I look like a cat to you? Do I, a fine, respectable orc of a reasonable age, look like a cat to you? Do I have paws? Do I have ears? Do I have little triangly like ears? Do I have a prehensile tail? Do I lay in the sun with my belly exposed, sleeping all day? Answer the question, does he?
No, bro.
Well, then why in God's name? Why by the good boy himself would you say that I'm a cat?
Well, you see, I've been inflicted with a rhyming curse. The only way to pay it is with laughter and not with coins from my purse.
The two fishermen turn to each other. Oh, he's been cursed. He's been cursed. He's cursed. He's cursed. He's on my test. Oh, forgive us. We didn't know, traveler. We thought you were just one of those clay brain knuckle draggers. We didn't realize that you had been cursed like. Forgive us. Pray pardon. As it is, you find yourself in good fortune. Were you aware of the Lich's Library?
The Lich's Library, is it very scary?
No! It is a repository of all things eldritch, occult, and arcane. where practitioners of all types of magics gather and research. Surely, oh, surely amongst these, you could find someone who could remove your affliction, release you from the curse you are bound by, and untangle your tongue. Right.
My tongue is not tangled. In fact, it can run. Some might even say that what I do with it's fun.
Ooh, that's a pretty good rhyme. Well, if you don't want to be free from your curse, by all means, continue on your way, traveler. We are but two humble fishermen offering you some advice.
Okay. Tell me, pray.
There we go. As we say, somewhere in the mountains of death, the Lich's library is hidden. Were you to climb its inclimbable peaks, venture into its unventurable depths, and pass through its impassable passes, you would find the Lich's library. Yeah.
Before I go off on this journey very far, when I get there, am I going to find that I needed to bring my library card?
Oh, he's good. He's a savvy one. He's thinking. He's got a big old brain. You got a big old brain.
Thank you. I call myself a writer, but my brain until recently has felt much lighter.
Yes, from what I understand, it's accessible only to members. None can access it otherwise. So you would need to get yourself a library card. How you acquire this, we know not.
You say you know not, and yet you're a fisherman. And that's what you should know, and that's pretty fishy, man.
Damn, he's got us. That's some solid logic right there. So are you saying that if we were to fish in this here lake, and through chance, like the mentions of a polyhedral die thrown by some unseen hand, we could theoretically find a library card?
That isn't what I say, but if it were so, my job would be quite easy.
I would have said it would be easy, but that's just me. All right, here's the fishing rod, my friend. It is my most lucky fishing rod. You go ahead and fish for it then.
Okay, then today I will fish so that I might find my wish.
All right. You make your way to the shore of the lake, casting the line into the water, and you begin to fish. That is going to be a dexterity check. We're going to set this dexterity check at 12 or better. That's a 5. You feel the line pull tightly. You shift and stumble into the water. A few steps, the water is up to your ankles. You pull against the line, pulling, revealing an old boot. We don't have all day, traveler. Cast the line again. Cast the line again. Or would you like to try again?
I think you will find this is what I wanted, for boots have a sole that is not frequently flaunted.
Ooh! Ooh! You got Tony to say, wow, congratulations, you have successfully broken the curse!
Fuck
Albie,
yeah.
you have done it! A magical energy radiates through you. An elvish spirit, a fey-like spirit of Deanna appears in the air. Ooh, I'm still mad at you, though. She shakes her finger as she dissipates.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Indeed, indeed. All right. Would you like to cast the line back into the water, or do you want to attempt to find some other way to search the lake for a potential library card?
I would like to try anything else.
Anything else? Well,
Anything
that's not
else.
really up to me.
Okay.
That would be called writing, and I would just sit
Right.
at my computer and type a story.
Uh-huh.
We're
You can't
playing a
do that?
game, so you tell me what you want to do, because
That's
you're a
kinda
character with
lazy.
agency.
Here-
Yeah,
here-
no, it's
here's
super
what
lazy.
I think.
What part of this did you not think was lazy?
So what I would like to do is call out to the water and ask if there are any creatures under there that speak any languages I know.
Okay, yes. Then that is going to be an Arcana check. Because you are
Fantastic.
casting a spell. You are casting Talk to Fish. So you pull out your wand, wave it, and begin to cast the spell Talk to Fish. Now, as you are using your wand, you will roll a d20, and this spell we're going to set at 12, so you need to roll a 12 or better. But because you have your wand with you, that is going to be a d20 plus 3 d6. So we're going to roll a d20 and 3 d6. Yeah.
No.
That is an 11. Oh, so close, even with all of the additional dice from your wand. The magic shoots forth from the wand, firing up into the air, dropping into the water, emerging from the water. An enormous catfish pops out of the water. How's it going?
Doing pretty good. How are you today?
Doing great. Thanks for asking. What do you want, land dweller?
Well, I was wondering if you might have found any library cards
Oh,
in these
yeah.
murky depths.
Yeah, I got a library card right here.
Okay.
He extends out his tongue, and on the tip of his tongue is a library card. What would you like to do?
I'd like to inspect it, see if it's for the right library. I don't want it to be for any other branches.
Okay, let's roll an intelligence check. Simple D20, 10 or better. 11.
Yes.
It says the Lich's Library membership card.
Can I, do you mind if I take that from your tongue friend?
He pulls it back into his mouth. No, I would totally give it to you, but first and foremost, I need something as a trade.
You need something or what?
As a trade, land dweller.
As a trade, you said?
Yeah. Thus is the way of the fish.
Okay. Would you like a nickname?
No, I have a nickname. It's
what is it?
Chumbutt.
Chumbutt.
Chumbutt. It's
That's
a special
pretty
nickname.
good.
I don't need to explain its origin to you.
No,
land
I don't
dweller.
need you to. In fact, I feel like that would take from the mystery of the name.
I would.
Yeah.
You are wise, land dweller. You are wise.
Thank you.
Wow.
Wait,
That
what?
That right there is that is
What's
that
what?
a fishing rod? A lucky fishing rod?
What are you talking about?
You have that lucky fishing rod in your hand. You have a boot in one hand and a lucky fishing rod in the other hand.
Wait. I don't see a fishing rod here.
Well, okay. I would really appreciate a lucky fishing rod.
What you mean? This one.
You got me!
Yeah.
Oh, land dweller, you are very clever.
I think you'll find that this is my wand, and it's something that I need.
Well, I have no need for a wand. I have a need for a fishing rod.
Do you mind if I ask why? As a fish yourself, you'd need a fishing rod?
Yes. From time to time, you as a land dweller, do you benefit from having a sword?
No.
Oh, well, fish benefit from having weapons from time to time.
Okay.
There are intricacies to fish politics that I feel you land dwellers do not understand.
I'd love to hear some more about your problems.
Perhaps
It'd
another
make
time.
me feel better about mine.
Perhaps another time. I will leave you if you do not wish this library card.
No, I think I'll try to help you out. I'll get you a fishing rod.
Very well. I will remain here for but a few moments while you acquire a fishing rod.
Okay. Can I make one? Is there one near me?
There are several near you.
I was using my wand. I had a little.
The orc fisherman did give you his lucky fishing rod.
Oh, then I'll give him that one.
Okay. You hand the catfish the orc fisherman's lucky fishing rod. He takes it into his mouth and spits out the library card. You catch the library card into your hand. Thank you, land dweller. You have set into motion a series of events which will be remembered in the annal of catfish history from now until the end of time, as he dives back into the water.
Damn. Okay.
Did you just fucking throw away my goddamn lucky fishing rod?
No.
All right, deception check. D20. 15? Oh, all right, my bad. I thought you did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've had a couple of beers. I'm not sure what I'm seeing at this point. Was that a catfish?
I don't even think they're in these waters. Aren't those freshwater?
Wait, this isn't a freshwater lake? What kind of lake is... I don't fucking know what kind of lake this is. I'm an orc fisherman, not an orc lake guy. Albie, you look at the card. The card is very simple. It says the Lich's Library membership card. On the back, it says, read dem books.
Read 'em books.
Yep, you are pulled through reality, thrust into a corridor. On either side of the corridor is a long hallway of books, bookshelves on either side, extending as far as you can see upward, as far as you can see in either direction. Standing before you with his arm full of books is a lich. Ah! Whoa! Ah!
Hi.
Hello?
Are you, is this the Lich's Library?
No, it's the Lich's Bakery. Yes, you silly fool. Welcome.
Is there anyone else I can talk to?
Well, of course there is. Who would you like to speak with?
Someone less silly?
Well, yes, of course. Yes, let me, he puts the books down. Yes, one moment. He pulls out his wand. He waves his wand, and you are magically teleported into another room.
Oh.
There is a massive minotaur in wizard's robes. He has very small glasses resting on the tip of his snout. What do you want?
I'm looking for some magic users. Would you happen to be one?
No. I merely dress like this because it is sanguine.
Okay, so you're a humorous Minotaur. Is that it?
I'm the funniest Minotaur.
No,
this
like
far
like
south of
like
the
Lemetic humors,
Trajan.
like sanguine.
Oh, a clever one.
I
Very
figured
well.
you picked that up. Being in a library, I figured you might know that.
Have you met many wizards? They're not exactly bards.
You're not a wizard. You just
That's
said you
awful.
just dressed like one.
I was being humorous.
You're being facetious, huh?
Yes,
So you can do magic.
I can do many things. He pulls
Is
out his
magic
staff
one of
and
them?
slams it to the ground. Several skeletons rise up from the earth. They begin to dance about.
That'd be a yes.
Yes. He slams his fist down, and the skeletons collapse into piles of bone.
Would you say you're capable of a level 5 spell?
Easily.
Okay. Would you like to join my group? We're kind of low on members right now. I guess it'd be more of a duo if you were to join, which would be great because I don't work well as a solo act. They used to call me aluminum because I'm more of a foil.
That's a damn good joke. Give yourself 2 additional hit points. Well done. Well done, Albie. You monster. I cannot leave the confines of this library. Such is the condition of my undead status.
Okay, is there anyone? Can you point me in the direction of anyone useful?
That's hurtful. I think I've been very useful.
I mean,
I'm
sorry. You're very useful here, but I mean outside of these walls. Somebody useful outside of these walls.
You wish to leave? He slams his staff onto the ground. You are teleported outside of the Lich's library. You find yourself on a steep slope of ice and begin slipping down.
Hey, I'd like to come back. The constant teleportation is not doing anything good for my intestines. They are in an uproar. In an uproar, I say.
Meanwhile, Nan and Sunny have spent the past better part of the day recuperating from their radiation. They find themselves in the guest quarters of the library, a relatively empty and unused section of the library, mostly home to spiders and corresponding cobwebs at this point. The Lich quickly pops in. Well, yes, so I've given you both very large quantities of charcoal powder in accordance with some gnomish texts I read about radiation. And from my understanding, you have not burst into flame yet, so I believe we are making progress.
Hey, thanks. I feel dried from the inside like a piece of jerky, but I'm not dead, so it's good.
I have definitely felt worse.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful to hear. Yes. Continue to recuperate. We'll have to. He's going to have to leave at some point, as I don't believe he's a member. But I am a kindly Lich now, so I'm not going to be rude and throw him out, even though that's the policy. You know.
Yeah, we'll get out of your proverbial hair as soon as we can walk.
Wonderful. Would you like to be a member, by the way?
Well, I mean, is it easy?
No, I don't think Sunny should be a member.
Why not? I mean,
Yes, why not? Are you an arcanist?
yeah, I can do magic.
Oh, very well. That is the first criteria. How do you gain your arcane powers? Are you a wizard?
Well, I got it from a nice from an old pal of mine. He's very nicely dressed. He gave me this bow tie that I just woke up with. So
Nan, is he a warlock?
Yeah.
yeah, that's the word. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that thrown around. I
You
think
brought
that's
a
it.
warlock into my library.
I didn't want to say it.
He snaps his fingers and disappears. Suddenly, a large iron door appears where the door once was. A large iron window appears over where the window once was, and iron begins to form around all of the walls. I'm sorry. It's for the best.
Sunny?
So they don't like Warlock.
No,
Looks
they
good.
don't. And I was trying to save your butt and mine, frankly, because there's one place in the world I can come and be me and like really me. And you just screwed it up for me.
Sorry.
Hey, you know what? I wonder what happens if I do this. Read them books.
You are magically pulled to another portion of the library. You find yourself in the center of the library at the information desk. Floating at the information desk is a beholder. He wears a specialized glasses apparatus over each of his multiple eyes. Hi there! Welcome to the Lich's Library! My name is Seifer! I see for you! How can I help you today, oh mighty arcanist?
Wow. No, I've been here before. I know where I'm going. I just needed out of this prison room I'm just gonna go find the Lich and explain, okay? Could you tell me where he is?
Oh, the Lich is ever-present, all-knowing, everywhere, and kindly now. Isn't that awesome? We're all good.
He's kindly because of me.
You're Nan. Hey! Have you gotten any of the letters I wrote you about other policies that you could enforce on us without any of our consent?
No, I've received Nan of them.
Oh, it's a good thing we're in this place, and there is a strict pun barrier that stops the ominous voice in the sky from inflicting a pun damage on you.
Yeah, it was a risk I was willing to take.
You are so lucky about that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Okay. Well, is there any policy you want me to enact right now? For example, you can no longer speak. Great. Okay, bye. And Nan is going to pass through into the next room.
All right. Making your way into the next room, you see several stories of bookshelves in a long descending column. See several hooded figures with long pointed hoods kind of shuffling towards the center, stacking the books into a pile and then lighting the pile on fire. As they do, they kind of chant and dance around the pyre made of books. The guttural screaming and chanting echoes through the hall as several of the figures begin to float through the air.
Listen, I don't care if you look like marshmallow snowflakes. If you're burning books, you're gonna meet the dwarf. And Nan's gonna fight these mother effers because you don't do that. So, first things first, I think, let's see, they're flying, you said. So I'm just gonna do like a little simple attack. I'm gonna run up on the wall and I'm gonna crash one down.
Okay, yes. Now, you quickly grab 2 books and tie them together, forming nunchucks, and begin spinning them around. Yes, exactly. With your nunchucks, you now have a special bonus. You can perform multiple simple attacks as you are attacking multiple targets at the same time. So this will be 4d6, a 4d6 attack.
Yeah.
12, yes. You descending down the spiral, you begin whacking at several of the cultists, striking them. They're very frail and weak, so they collapse as you strike them. Ah! Oh, ah! The floating ones kind of hover towards you. You see tentacles extend out of their pointed cloaks, out of their pointed cowls. They continue to gutturally chant as they move towards you. That would make it their turn. So the cultists are going to attack. Let's roll a d20 for that. 16. That is definitely going to hit. So the cultists begin throwing flaming books at you for 1d6 of damage. Let's roll 1d6. 5 points of damage. The books pelt you and burst into flame as they explode on your body. The hovering cloaked figures circle together and emit a massive bolt of energy radiating out them from their tentacles. So this is going to be another d20 plus 1d6. 1d20 plus 1d6. That is a dirty 20. Yes, you are incapacitated, stupefied. Literally, your brain is transformed into an empty book, folded open, and a childlike hand begins drawing smiley faces on each page. You drop to your knees and begin drooling. The cloaked, hovering figures lower around you, surrounding you in a circle. Blah, 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 blah. A voice fills your mind. That is better. We do not wish to kill you. We only wish to do the bidding of the master. Join us. Leave.
Do you have any overdue library books? Because if you do, you'll get a fine.
She is too weak-willed to pose a threat to us. Cast her aside, brothers. Yes, send her out. Suddenly you feel an energy pull through you, and you find yourself knee-deep in snow, sliding down a steep slope. You see in front of you Albie, also sliding down a steep slope.
Whoa! Hey!
You want to play?
Nan?
We could do Snow Angels.
No, I'm not much of a believer in those. It's Nan, right? Nan
Yeah,
Gutblortcher?
I think so.
Nan, your faculties begin to return to you.
Are you okay? What's going on?
I don't. Albie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my kitten. Of all the cool adventurers to run into.
I
It
know.
had to
I wish
be
it was anyone
you.
else.
I wish it was anyone else.
Anyone else.
Oh man, you're worthless. You're completely worthless.
I would generally agree with you, but right now I'm about the most worthwhile adventurer that's currently standing. Not counting you. But you seem to have some kind of weird thing going on. You all good?
Yeah, there were some people burning book. I mean, when I say people, that's a generous term. There were some creatures burning books, and I tried to fight them, and they.
What's wrong with creatures? Some of my best friends are creatures.
Do they have tentacles and fly?
Flay?
Fly.
Fly. Some of them.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make this about a bigger issue. Go ahead with what these awful creatures are doing.
Hey, it's like this.
Mm-hmm.
My happy place is up the hill. It's this, this wonderful library that I call home.
Oh, the Library of the Lich? Yeah, I just got a library card there.
How did you get a library card?
It was pretty easy.
No, it's not.
They're just like handing them out nowadays.
It's very exclusive.
What are you talking about? I got a card from a fish.
What?
From a fish.
But I thought it was special.
No one's special.
Okay. I see how it is.
Uh-huh. I mean, we can. Do you want to pretend? You want to pretend that I don't have the card? You're the only one with a card, man.
Thank you.
It's only you.
I really appreciate that, actually. I do.
Yeah, you know what?
And if you could just not tell anyone ever.
Yeah, and I'll throw you a bone. You let me know whenever you're going, and I won't show up those days, okay?
Okay, funny thing you say that is because I do actually need to go back.
Okay, do you want to come with me? I think can you give me your hand for a second? I think if I look at the back of this card and I say read 'em books.
Both of you are teleported to the center of the Lich's library, the information desk, where for the beholder floats.
Then we just show up at the Lich's library, and that's all there is to it.
Hi. Okay. New rule. You can speak, but you cannot make small talk. You must only tell us relevant information.
Hold on, Nan. Only when spoken to. Only when spoken to.
Only when spoken to. There we go. There we go. Okay. Hello, beholder.
I have a name!
Is that truly relevant information?
Yeah, everyone has a name.
I just learned no one's special. So
no one's special. And that makes every day no, it doesn't. No day is special. It's just another day. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Who are the hooded tentacle guys?
Those are a group of warlocks that have infiltrated the Lich's library. They are led by Mind Flayer warlocks.
Warlocks, you say?
The Lich doesn't like warlocks.
And you say Mind Flayer warlocks?
Is it possible?
Can he speak when I speak to him, or when you speak to him?
I thought it was redundant information to repeat myself, so I made the executive decision to just nod.
Okay, was there any defining characteristic to their garb? I'm asking. I used to party with a lot of mind-flaying warlocks back at wizard school. Those guys will mess you up, man.
Meanwhile, back at the iron room where Sunny sits alone. Sunny, you sit alone in the iron room. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna check out this iron door.
All right, you make your way to the iron door. Would you like to investigate it?
I would.
All right, let's roll an investigation check. No DC. We're going to roll. Depending on how well you roll, I will tell you information. 17. The door is locked.
How convenient.
Indeed.
I will open the door and peek out.
Opening the door and peeking out, you see that the room is kind of suspended in nothing, a void of black space.
Well, all right, I'm just going to go out into the void then.
Leaping out into the
dumber.
void, you begin to float. After a few moments, you realize that you are in somewhat of control of the direction that you can float. Where would you like to float towards? Away from the iron room, towards the iron room, or in no particular direction?
That's the only thing I see, just an iron room.
Yes, the iron room where you originally came from. So you were kind of floating away from it. You can float back towards it. You can continue to float away from it, or you can willingly choose to float in no particular direction at all.
Oh, well, if I'm going to float, it's going to be in a particular direction.
All right.
So I'm going to go north.
All right. Floating north would be away from the iron room. You continue to float away from the iron room for what seems like several hours. Looking back, you don't seem to be getting any further away from the iron room.
This seems futile. I'm gonna head back to the iron room.
All right. Shifting your consciousness, you begin to float back towards the iron room. After floating for several hours, you arrive back at the door of the iron room.
That was a fun little trip.
It certainly was.
Now, I think I'm going to see if my patron is around.
All right, that's going to be an occult check. So we're going to roll an occult check. Now, as you have a fetish, you do have a 2d6 bonus to your occult check. So you remove your bow tie fetish given to you by your patron and channel your magical energy through it. So let's roll a d20 and 2d6 to see if we summon your patron. That's a 26. Yes, a top hat appears made out of purple energy. From it shoots up a figure, a skeletal figure at first, that is wreathed in purple flame that takes the form of a well-dressed Tortle with a walking stick and white gloves and a tuxedo. Well, hello there, Sunny. How are we doing?
I've just been floating around recently, but I feel I need to get out of here.
Yes, you find yourself in a bit of a predicament. Quite the pickle.
Well, how are you doing? I don't want to shortchange you.
Oh, no, it's quite all right. It's quite all right. I'm doing very well. I've collected several souls today.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Did you know there are other warlocks here?
What?
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like warlocks, as I found, but
Yes. These warlocks are giving warlocks a bad name. The Lich used to like warlocks. Back when he was evil, he used to like all kinds of things. But now that he's good, he's a little more finicky. But these warlocks, they're giving him trouble. They worship my brother. They sold their soul to the Black Star. The Black Star just wants to burn everything. So if you could do me a solid and, get rid of these warlocks and kind of make this place a sanctuary for people who follow me, the well-dressed Tortle, that would be super duper awesome. If you do this, I'll help you out of this pickle that you find yourself in. How's that sound for a deal?
That sounds like a great deal with no... You know what? I'm not going to even think about it. Let's do it.
All right, there we go. He clicks his walking stick against the ground, and you find yourself, Sunny, standing next to Nan and Albie in the center of the Lich's library at the information desk. Ah!
Hello again.
Hey, Sunny.
Sunny.
Sorry about that.
Hey, it's
abandonment.
Albie. Out of all the cool adventurers to run into, you're the best.
Oh yeah, thank you, Sunny. You know, you're in the top 10. You almost make it for me.
Wow, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I?
We don't have to. I don't think it's polite to rank people, man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, where would you rank me, huh?
I wouldn't.
That was good. That's a good answer, man. That's probably the best answer you could have come up with right there.
Yeah.
Still hurts.
Yeah. Well, I just said what you didn't have the guts to say, so.
Well, actually, Nan, I was going to rank you at number one on the list of almost making it into the top 10, so that's pretty good.
So like 11.
I mean, if you want to get, technical about it, sure.
But didn't you just say Sunny was 11?
This is more of a theoretical list than one that's really been set in stone. It's more drawn in the mud, gets washed away with the rain. Sonny, where have you been? What's going on with you, huh?
Oh, I was just floating around in a void and in an iron room, Just an old friend of mine helped me to get here, and I think I'm gonna go kill some warlocks. You with me?
Yes. Those warlocks were destroying books.
Oh, they were the ones destroying the books?
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest. There's not a whole lot of things I care about in this world, but the joy of reading.
It's a pity I dislike you so much because we have so much in common.
I think that's why we're running into the issues. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's go beat up some warlocks.
Mm-hmm.
And so they set off to beat up some warlocks, following Nan back towards the descending corridor of books where the bonfire had been built. They notice the bonfire is now even more massive as the remaining cultists throw more books onto the fire, and the circle of mind flayers float in the air, chanting gutturally. Sunny, as you enter into the room, your bow tie emits an irradiated occult energy throughout the whole room, and the tentacles of the warlocks shudder and go still. Suddenly, all three of you hear a voice. So, the Dark Stars, brother, has sent an emissary to stop us.
Hello.
Hello. The four Mind Flayer warlocks rise up and hover above you. We shall settle this in the old ways.
The question. Hello?
He is a question.
Do you permit your servant to speak to us, Brother Warlock?
Oh, he's a friend.
Very well.
Yes, he can
What do you
speak, yeah.
say?
He can speak.
Well, I kind of don't care about my question anymore. I resent that you would call me a servant.
All serve. This is the first rule of the Warlock.
Is that true, Sonny?
Well, I haven't really read the rules. Could be.
Okay.
I don't keep servants. I don't really like the idea.
Okay. Well, I don't like the way they're talking to me.
yeah.
I'll let you take point on this one, yeah?
Oh, okay. I mean, if you want to talk, I mean, it's cool.
Nah, it's okay.
Okay. You seem a little defeated, but oh, then.
Silence! Quit your bickering betwixt each other. Servant and master is regardless to us. Warlock, brother, we represent two patrons, and our agendas are at odds. We must settle this in the old ways. Either mortal combat or a race. Choose wisely.
Hmm.
Sonny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be pretty useless in mortal combat. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
These races, what do they normally entail?
I'm not certain, but I'm pretty good at races, so.
Okay. Then if I need to, I'll hop on your back, you hop on mine?
I would probably crush you, but how about you, Nan?
You know, when it comes to the amount of races that I've ever lost, as previously explained.
You're gonna say Nan. You're gonna say Nan, aren't you? Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh no, this chamber is not protected by the Lich's protection of the pun guard. So Albie is actually struck for 2 points of damage for that terrible pun.
Oh,
it's a black bolt of lightning strikes you for that terrible pun, Albie.
Yeah, and Albie, just for your information, I was going to say 0.
Ooh, very well. Let us race. A relay race through the library itself. Our 3 best brothers versus you and your 2 servants. Are we in agreement?
Well, yeah, we'll be in agreement if you call them my friends.
Very well, your friends.
See,
I don't like how he just did quotation marks with his tentacles. That made me deeply uncomfortable.
Right. I apologize. I will not move on. Friends, is that better?
Not much.
Not much better.
Let's begin the race.
Before we begin the race, actually, I want to do a little meditation to ready my crew for the task.
Okay, let's roll a meditation.
Thank you.
We're going to roll a d20. We're going to set this at 12 or better. A nat 20, baby! All right, guide us in the meditation, and I will tell you the result.
This is a meditation for mental fortitude, because apparently these assholes try and get you inside of your brain and you melt like a little child. I've experienced it. It's not pleasant. It's rather embarrassing. You end up being nice to people like Albie. So if you'll just close your eyes, excuse me, not you, Warlocks, just my crew. Just my crew. Yeah.
Very well.
Well, I'm on the Warlock. I mean, oh wait,
Okay.
the crew, yeah.
Sunny, Albie, and me are doing the meditation. And all
Okay.
you need to say is, my mind is a steel trap.
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 In each of your mind, you envision a steel trap closing around your brain itself. You are protected, given your mental faculties extra power necessary to overcome the tasks that await you. You have all been gifted 3d6 bonuses to any checks of mental acuity in the race forthcoming. Congratulations. Without any further ado, let the race begin. Brother 1, go. The first Warlock begins floating towards a long corridor. Haha, we're in the lead. Which of you will be racing first?
Well, I'll go. That guy's floating? He's going to go really slow.
Have we even set up the parameters of this race? Where are we going?
We did.
Can we just go in a tiny circle and say we won?
You're currently behind. All right, Nan, you're going first.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
All right.
I take off after him.
All right, you begin taking off after him. As you begin to catch up, he looks behind and using his telepathy, he drops down a bookshelf. You'll have to leap over it or run around it. Which would you like to do?
I would like to leap over it.
All right, that is going to be an acrobatics check.
Yeah, but I'm a monk, so I'm good at that.
Yes, you are a monk, this is in your wheelhouse. Did you just like dab at me?
Kind of.
Okay, like a half dab. I wish you committed to the full dab, but I'll give you the half dab. That's an 8. You need to roll an 8 or better for the half dab. That is a 5. Oh, if you had full dabbed, your check would have been a 5. You leap over the falling bookshelf, but it catches your foot as you dab. You collapse onto the bookshelf, tumbling. You are still behind the beholder. The second beholder begins to float. Follow me for the second part of the race. Albie, it's your turn. What do you do?
I try to run right behind the guy and use his speed as a buffer for myself. Slipstream it. I'm gonna slipstream the son of a bitch.
All right, very clever. That will require a degree of strategy, so I'm going to say this is an intelligence check.
Yeah, it is. In my mind, I'll have you find, is a steel trap.
Ooh, yes it is. So we're going to set this at 10, but you got that 3d6, so it should be pretty easy for you.
Uh-huh.
Yep. $23. You obliterate it.
Yes.
Using the Mind Flayer's own momentum against him, you leap over him, pulling off his cowl.
The cut eater.
Pulling off his cowl, exposing his squid head for all the world to see. The shame! As you are now in the lead, you are ahead of him. Sunny, the third Mind Flayer, begins taking off the other direction. You must catch me, brother. You begin following after him. He stops and goes, what is the square root of 12?
Math.
Math indeed. Would you like to perform a religion check or a deception check?
A deception check.
A deception check. That is going to be a d20 plus 3d6. Deception is in your wheelhouse, so we're doing this at 5 or better. Yeah. Yeah, he obliterated it. Math, I did not consider. Blah. He drops to his knees. His eyes begin to glaze over. Blah.
Smart.
You are not only in the lead, you are 2 spaces in the lead ahead of him. He will have to catch to you. That makes it Nan's turn. Nan, you are still behind the Mind Flayer on your race. The Mind Flayer ducks into a corridor. As you turn to follow him, you see that there are 3 potential paths, and you are uncertain as to where he went. You can guess which way he went. You can use an investigation check to deduce which way he went, or you can use sheer strength and push through, knocking all of them down, forcing the Mind Flayer to go one direction only.
I would like to deduce which way he went. So I think that's the investigation check.
That is the investigation check. That check is going to be 12 or better, but you have 3d6 bonus to it, so it should be pretty easy because your mind is a steel trap. $16. Yes, looking down, you see that this will not help you at all as he is floating, but you notice that some of the books had fallen out of the way as he floated by them. So you were able to figure out that he went down the left corridor. Following down the left corridor, you have caught up to the Mind Flayer Warlock. You are now tied with the Warlock. You are not in the lead, but you are tied with him. Albie, you are in the lead of your Warlock, so you get to set the pace. You can now gain a further advantage. Mm-hmm. How would you like to do so? You can knock over something to create a physical barrier, or you can create a mental challenge for him.
I was thinking I'd just brake check him.
Okay.
You know, if he tries to get around, I just go, whoa, hey, no, you're not getting on my right. Oh, you're not getting on my left, you know?
All right, that's going to be a deception check to brake check him. We're going to set that at 12 or better. with your 3d6 bonus. So let's roll 12 or better with the 3d6 bonus. He did roll a crit fail. Unfortunately, you break check, so you collide into him. Both of you tumble down. You are now tied. You are no longer in the lead. You are both tied at this round. That would make it Sunny's turn. Sunny, you are also in the lead. You can make a physical barrier or a mental distraction. What would you like to do?
I think I'll go with a mental distraction.
All right, a mental distraction. How would you like to mentally distract him?
Well, I do know a bit of things about, these tentacly guys, and, I do know also a nice spell called space tentacles, where I'm just going to rip a hole in space and time and just, they're just going to come out and attack this mind flayer.
Very well. Yeah, that will be an occult check, so we're going to roll an occult check, which you already have a 2d6 bonus, so this is actually going to be 5d6, a 5d6. We're going to set this at 16 or better, as this is a difficult spell to cast, and you are running, so 5d6, 16 or better. Let's see if you can pull it off. I know. We're going to need a bigger tray.
My thoughts exactly.
22, yes, you obliterated it, opening up a portal to the same void that you found yourself trapped in earlier. A massive tentacle of darkness extends out behind you. You quickly look over your shoulder and you see the tentacle wrap around the mind flayer, pulling him into the void. He gasps. You have now gained an extreme advantage over him. You are 3 spaces ahead of him in the race. That would make it Nan's turn. Nan, you are currently tied with your mind flayer. What would you like to do? You have to get ahead of it.
Yeah, I would like to create a physical challenge that I will ace and they will not.
Okay, what will this physical challenge be?
Okay, well, since they're flying and I'm tiny, it's going to be a floating, it's like a bookshelf that has been wedged up into the ceiling, so it's like blocking the passageway, and you have to go under it before it falls.
All right, yes, that is going to be a strength check. Strength is in your wheelhouse, so I'm going to set this at 10 or better. So all you got to do is roll a 10 or better. Just a d20. 15. Yes, you quickly shift the bookshelf over, creating your trap. You duck under it gracefully. You hear the mind flayer crash into it and collapse down. You have gained the lead. Sunny, you see in front of you. Yes, there's the dab we needed. That's the dab we needed. Hell yeah. Sunny, you see a glowing sigil. You recognize it as the sigil of the well-dressed Tortle. You reach out, grabbing it. You have successfully completed your race. Nan, you see your sigil. You are about 1 space or 1 round away from your sigil. Albie, it is your turn. You are currently tied with your combatant. What would you like to do?
I'd like to give this mind flayer the once-over, see if I can find anything that I feel like he'd be embarrassed about, and then make him sad. Okay,
yes. That is going to be a charisma check. So, yes, let's roll the charisma check. That is going to be... he is an aberration. You're not terribly familiar with aberrations, so we're going to set this at 12 or better, but you do have the 3d6 bonus. $16 on the dot. Yes. As you have removed this one's hood, he is very insecure about his eczema.
About his eczema?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel kind of bad about making fun of this, but I'm going to. I say, hey there, Scratchy.
Why? He drops to his knees. I don't even want to do this race anymore. Screw you. Oh, this This is why I said we needed to sew the hoods to the neck. This is why I said we needed to sew the hoods to the neck.
I didn't think that that'd be such a cutting remark. I was thinking I was gonna have to give him the 1-2 punch, but that was just a one and done, baby. God damn.
Congratulations, Albie. You have gained the lead. You can see the sigil glowing in front of you. You are one space away from it.
Since he's out, can I just walk the rest of the way? No?
Roll a dexterity check.
Okay.
Roll a dexterity check. 12 or better. D20, 12 or better. That's a 9. You twisted your ankle. No, it will take you another turn. Okay. You confidently begin jogging towards it and slip on Old Man in the Sea, and you now are limping towards the sigil. Sunny, as you touch the sigil, you are teleported back to the fourth mind flayer who just kind of hovers there. 1. We will see how this race ends, my brother. All right, that would make it Nan's turn. Nan, you are currently in the lead, but the Mind Flayer is floating very quickly behind you.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? You can make a physical barrier or a mental distraction. What would you like to do?
Now that I have the advantage, I would like to create a mental distraction that will prevent him from catching up to me. Yeah. And would you like me to describe that mental distraction, or would you like to make that mental distraction?
I would like you to do it, very much so.
Great. So as I go down the hall, I'm going to take off my robe, because that's what the dwarf does, and I'm going to throw it down the hall and kind of throw my voice like, oh, hey, over here. And he's going to go chase after it because it's a child that needs help.
Okay, that's going to be a deception check. We're going to set this one at 16 or better, but you do have the 3d6. So 3d6 plus the d20. 17. Ooh, a delicious child. I will eat its insides. He begins floating towards the cloak. Buck-ass naked, you run to the sigil, grabbing it. It shifts into a sigil in the shape of a turtle. You grab onto it and are teleported next to Sunny. That would make it Albie's turn. Albie, your ankle hurts as you limp towards the sigil. Suddenly you hear sobbing behind you. It is the Mind Flayer. How dare you make fun of my eczema? I'm going to win.
No, you're not.
He drops to his knees again. You walk over and touch the sigil. It turns to the form of a turtle, and you are teleported next to Sunny and Nan. The Mind Flayer. My brothers have been defeated by the laws of the old ways. We must leave. Very well, and goodbye. He slaps his hands together, and all of the cultists vanish. The books which were aflame are immediately put out and restored to their original condition, piled in neat piles. The Lich, whatever he was doing before, magically appears at the top of the pile, kind of teetering. Wait a minute. Did you all get rid of those warlocks?
Yes. Yep. And surprisingly, even Albie helped.
Yep. Very well.
You know what? I'm not gonna
we
fight
all
that.
did it.
You all, even the warlock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey,
all right, warlocks are back in. Free membership for everyone. Let's have cake. He snaps his fingers and cake appears, dropping to the floor in random spurts of cake, just smashing into the floor. I don't eat things.
Hey guys, I just remembered something. Yeah, thank you. Would you guys consider yourselves magic users?
Yeah. Okay. Most definitely.
No.
Okay. Well, half of one. You know. Sunny, you're a magic user, level 5, maybe. They need magic users back at the tavern.
I'm a magic user.
You can come with us, right?
Let's go. Where are we going?
The broken tankard.
All right. He snaps his fingers, and all four of you are teleported to the Broken Tankard Tavern. What will happen now that the Lich has left his beloved library? Who will eat all of the cake? Will C4 ever be allowed to speak of his own volition again?
No.
What will become of the Meginjord and its mysteries? How does this pertain to the sneaky takers and their plan? Have the cool adventurers finally turned the tables and have begun their way back to gaining victory in the much needed final chapter of book 1 of Hazards and Hijinks? Find out next week here on Hazards and Hijinks. Wow, woo, that was a fun show. Thank you so very much for joining us. We are trying to wrap up as quickly as possible, so thank you very much. We love you. If you liked it, if you made it all the way this far, please like and subscribe. Follow us. We have shows tomorrow night. We have The Exquisite Hobo. It is we wrote a script. We're going to read it live. We filmed some parts. It's a movie. There's explosions. It's gonna be crazy, stupid, fun. Everyone's gonna have a lot of fun. It's gonna be super awesome. We want you to come see it. I'm gonna be in it. Brennan's gonna be in it. Coleman's gonna watch it. Chaco has work. Tariko is gonna be running it, so he has no choice. He's gonna be there, so you can talk to him. He's gonna take the day off. He's gonna eat chips. He's gonna only like half be there. Yes,
He's
I'm
gonna
doing
eat the
so much
Lich's
unicorn. Unicorn! All right. If you like what we do shows every Friday and every Saturday. You can check us out. Genre show, that's next week because of time reality warping stuff. It got postponed until next week, so check that one out. It's going to be super awesome. No Bindle this month, but the Bindle will be back. We promise. More Hazards and Hijinks in store. We didn't get to Test Kitchen, but that's okay. We sure did have a lot of fun. Thank you so much for the Kirstiana. That was a blast. It was super fun to always torture Coleman. So if you ever want to do that more, you can text me at any time and we'll do that. All right. Let's end the show as we always do with a hearty huzzah on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, huzzah!
Yay!
Yay!
Still alive.
Still alive.
I didn't get to turn in my jingle.
You got your two level achievements because you defeated the cabal of Mind Flayer Warlocks and you completed the race. You won the race.
I didn't tell you earlier that the reason that I have never lost a race was because this was my first one.
I mean, like dwarves aren't really known for their racing.
No. Not big runners.
Not big
climbers,
runners. Right? They don't really believe in like kart racing or chariots. And I love Sunny's like, oh, I'm great at racing. You're a turtle.
Yeah. Slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah.
Who knows that?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. That's the power of reading.
Yeah.
I still need to turn in my jingle.
Yeah.
I wrote the jingle. I'm kind of proud of it, but I'll hold on to it, I guess.
Yeah. No, you hold on to that. Trust me, that is going to be hugely important.